Good morning and welcome to Tuesday Morning with Lou Ann and Tim. And thank you to KC Security for sponsoring the show for us. We appreciate it, you guys. How are you this morning?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good. Your hair looks awesome today.
You just fixed it for me.
I know, that's why.
Okay, so
and your stash too. You did the little kind of like
I trimmed it on the top and on the bottom there. I mean, a little Clark Gable-y.
Yes, I like it.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a flying
I like it.
Squirrel.
You know what? I like it like that.
Thank you.
The less thickness.
We're down. Look at because we're down to the final. What's it say in the back?
Movember Style Masters.
They sent me this T-shirt. Isn't that nice of them?
They did.
I did the interview with him. I did the Skype interview with Shane.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Thank you, Lou. So yeah, they sent me this T-shirt. I haven't checked my pledges lately. Can you please go and check for me? It's Movember.com, and then you go to the Canadian site. I think it takes you there automatically. Timothy Murphy is my name. I have a page. Last time I looked, it was like $170, but I have to add $10 for my friend Candace, who gave me cash. So I hope.
And you spent it on a beer, no doubt.
No,
I know you.
No. Maybe a sandwich.
A sandwich.
But anyway, so it's my Movember. The clock is ticking.
Hurry.
Yeah. But yesterday I was trying.
Yes, you were.
Well, I got it hack.
Yeah, I betcha.
Our salesperson.
Oh.
Nicole said, "What is this? What is this? Not allowed. No, get rid of it. Not liking it." So I'm just back to this. I was showing her.
She was just like telling you something about that.
Now I got to go buy more razors because I'm out, which means I got to mortgage the house.
Oh yeah, razors.
$25
like
for
seriously,
4 razors.
Have you ever used a straight razor? No,
I wouldn't trust myself with that.
It seems like it would be really hard, but I don't know.
I do the brushy thing with
do you? Yeah. I used to watch my dad. I'd sit on the toilet and watch my dad do his beard.
Hey, I got some fun stuff to date. I learned some stuff. I'm here to teach. Charles M. Schultz.
Yes. Peanuts, Charlie Brown.
You got it. Okay, he was born on this day. This is his birthday. He's no longer with us. He passed in 2000, colon cancer. But his middle name was Monroe, Charles M. Charles Monroe. They called him Sparky because when he was a little boy, he enjoyed reading a comic strip, Barney Google, and it had a horse named Sparky. So his uncle called him Sparky. There they all are.
Look how
so
cute.
they were originally called Lil Folks, L''IL.
Little folks.
Unless you're Donald Trump, it's LIDDLE apostrophe. Lil Folks. But when they sold to United Feature Syndicate in 1952, there was already a cartoon or a comic strip with a similar name, and that's why they named it Peanuts. He never liked the name Peanuts, Charles Schultz.
Well, you know what? I kind of don't get why it's Peanuts.
Peanut, like little, hey little peanut, like little.
Okay.
Like little.
See, I was thinking food, as usual.
1965 was the first animated TV special. He won an Emmy. It was an off-Broadway show for 4 years, but not the musical, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. A different plane, never knew that existed. Then You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, the musical. In its heyday, 2,600 newspapers carried it in 75 countries and 21 languages.
Wow.
Can you imagine that
Christmas
kind of success?
Charlie Brown special? Seriously.
Eternally beautiful.
You need to watch that, otherwise Christmas won't come. You know? And Linus with his little dirty blanket.
And when he does the Christmas thing around the tree and he reads the thing
my gosh.
And I'm not a religious person, but when Linus reads the Bible, I'm all over it.
Me too. I'm just he just breaks my heart.
He earned $30 to $40 million annually.
Really?
Can you imagine? Who does that happen to? You create one little thing, like certain characters, and it lives forever, and you become a multimillionaire. He took one vacation in his entire career. 1997 to celebrate his 75th birthday, he took 5 weeks off. That was his only vacation.
That's crazy. Do you know that Craig Huckerby, our executive producer here?
What about him?
Also is a cartoonist and has had a cartoon strip.
I did
published.
Not know that.
Yeah, about twins.
Craig Huckerby,
yes,
he's a twin.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Yes.
So there you go. Happy birthday to the late Charles Schultz and all the Peanuts gang.
I think we should have had Schroeder playing piano.
Yes.
For him.
I played Linus when I did it in St. Mary's College.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had my blanket and Bernard Stewart was Charlie Brown.
Oh, there you go. Who was Lucy?
Who played it?
Yeah.
Desiree Ostrowski.
Lucy, I find, is portrayed kind of as a bag. Do you find? She's
bossy. She's bossy.
Well, she's so not nice to Charlie.
I know.
That's kind of bullying, no?
Yes.
Right?
It is.
It always made me feel bad for him.
You were supposed to.
I guess.
I think that was the whole point.
I understand that, Brown. But I don't know.
But no, it's a pretty special thing when a cartoon character can read a Bible verse and it makes you touches your heart.
Seriously. When they all sing, womp, womp, womp,
You know
womp,
who I don't
womp.
like reading Bible verses?
Oh my gosh.
Kanye West.
He can read. What?
Did you know he wrote an opera? Kanye West. No. Kanye West wrote an opera. It was called Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar. For those of you who don't know, there's a picture of them on stage at the Hollywood Bowl. Okay. Nebuchadnezzar was the longest reigning, most powerful monarch of the new Babylonian Empire. His father was Nabopolassar, and of course, his mother was Lollapalooza. But
That last part's not true.
no, so he wrote this opera about Nebuchadnezzar. All right, and so it had a cast of hundreds. It was supposed to start at 4:00 in the afternoon. The audience waited more than 2 hours for the show to start, and the opera was shorter than the waiting period. It
You know
ended
what?
in 50 minutes.
I can't stand that. That's one of my biggest
Arrogance.
pet peeves
He's
in
arrogant.
the world. Anybody who's late, I assume that you're thinking your time is more important than mine because I've been waiting for you.
Okay,
for
so
2 hours?
I got it. There was one show I did called The Producers, and we were having a very hard time. It didn't come together technically. I was on stage at 8:00 when the curtain was supposed to go up, screwing the last pieces of the set together, and somebody was still painting it on opening night.
Oh my word.
We started at 10 after 8, still with wet paint and fresh screws. That was The Producers. That is community theater.
Right.
This is the Hollywood Bowl, and they sat and they watched stagehands finishing the set.
That's
He apparently put this thing together in a couple of weeks.
arrogant. Arrogant.
The reviewer said, I don't know what they were singing about. Couldn't understand what they were saying. It was basically him standing and dramatically reading Bible verses while the cast sang monotone sounds with very little vocal movement. And a guy, Shrek somebody, played Nebuchadnezzar, and he growled. And that was that. So Kanye West, I don't know. I just, you think you're all that.
You know what? You got to think enough of yourself, right?
And he calls himself Jesus now, is that right?
I don't know if he's officially calling himself Jesus.
Okay.
He's always been Yeezus.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, Yeezus.
Jesus with a Y.
Yes, because, but he is the most talented performer that God has ever created.
He said that about himself.
He did, acknowledging how great God is.
He hasn't met
because he's so great. Oh my God, Tom Hanks. Total opposite, right?
Yeah, so
sweetest guy in the
Mr.
world.
Rogers, right?
Mr. Rogers. He was on Ellen.
I'm sorry, do you know if that movie's been released? Is it out, Mr. Rogers? I don't know.
I believe it is.
Okay.
Maybe staggered release.
Okay.
He was on Ellen.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how he went skydiving with his son Chet.
Oh.
And his son Chet's a real daredevil, so he does this kind of stuff all the time. And Tom's telling Ellen, yeah, my big mistake I made was I ate a heavy breakfast before. So he had to get the plane to circle a couple of times because he was for 7 minutes. Okay. But then he finally did it.
Because that would be a terrible thing to vomit while you're skydiving.
Oh, and it was splash, right?
Eating breakfast. But I do remember being at the fair once with Tim Lukenda. And he was in the swing 2 ahead of me. It was Tim, then his sister Tony, and then me. And you know those swings that go out like
yes,
this?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gross. No.
Tony, not me.
No. Ew.
If you see Tim Lukenda, you can tell him that story, right?
Oh, that's sad though to be barfing. I threw up when I was at the top of the Ferris wheel at the Massey Fair one year. It stopped to let people on, and I was like,
I feel so sorry.
It was about this high off the ground, and I was like, really? It was.
Do girls get a feeling in their special place when they're at the top of the Ferris wheel?
Not the special place.
Boys do.
Well, really?
You
guys get a special place feeling every time you take a breath. Really? I'm so jealous. No wonder you're happy.
Always happy.
Always.
Speaking of happy, you want to have a good time this week? You want your special place to tingle? Go and see my friend At the Big Lake Cabin. Brendan Cumming is joining forces with Arch, you guys, on Thursday. If you haven't been to Big Lake Cabin yet, Big Lake Cabin on Queen Street in the former PUC building across from Precious Blood Cathedral. It's a great location. It's a great restaurant / charcuterie / wine bar / bakery.
Wine?
Yeah, it's everything, Lou. And anyway, so we're going to do it. I did an interview down there, actually, with Bree from Arch and Brendan about this event on Thursday night. So I don't even know if tickets are still available, but just watch the interview. We had a great time down there.
Sounds fun.
And then, of course, Abby can't be here, but Josh. Abby and
Josh
Talking
is
Trash
here.
with Abby and Josh. Josh is here. Josh to talk about how to keep green this Christmas.
Oh,
from Clean
perfect.
North. So we're talking about,
Perfect.
recycling and all that kind of stuff. And,
Awesome.
And my friend Luann has the news, so it's another great day.
It is.
On Mornings with Luann and Tim. We'll be right back with Brendan Cumming and Bree from Arch.
In your home, lighting is just as important as style.
With PowerView Motorization from Hunter Douglas, you can schedule your shades to light up the room, create privacy, or both, automatically. No hands required.
So your shades will always be in the right place at the right time in style. And it's only from Hunter Douglas.
This past year, we've been celebrating our 65th anniversary, dating back to services originating in our community in 1954, which is quite some time ago. It's been a great opportunity this past year to recognize the pioneers, the stakeholders that worked tirelessly to create what we are today. I'm grateful for everything that the families 65 years ago and the people that assembled the organization have done in order for us to achieve the success that we're experiencing 65 years later.
We are on location, Big Lake Cabin. Big Lake Cabin. This is Brendan Cumming. Brendan, you were on the show before, right? When you were talking about your private business before you opened this place.
It was. When I had the private business, I was working at Outspoken, and we did a beer book and food pairing.
And then you told me privately after that interview that you had this in the works, and here it is. It's happened. It's opened.
Yeah, exciting, right?
Hey, and you know who's joining me over here? Hi, Bree Bennett.
Hi, how are you doing?
Thanks for coming back on the show again. Bree's from Arch, and you guys have joined forces, right? Whose idea was this?
I believe it was ours. We want to do more public events, and I think Arch was a good corporation to join team with. And,
Absolutely.
Now we're full-fledged.
So, Bree, the event is called what?
Nordic Night at the Cabin.
Nordic Night at the Cabin. It's an indoor-outdoor event, is that right?
Indoor, outdoor. We have a full functional patio in the wintertime. It's heated. So
Okay, that's so crazy. So, the floor, like the ground of the patio?
yes.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, the ground's heated, so there's not going to be any snow out there.
Okay.
We're going to have some fire barrels. I believe
Fire barrels?
Bree has another surprise that we're going to have on the patio.
So we're fire barrels and like propane heaters too?
Propane heaters.
Yeah.
Northern Lights.
Oh. We're going to have it all lit up pretty? Yeah, okay. Guys, are you having, what's going on inside? Same thing, just indoor, outdoor, you can wander back and forth?
We're gonna have some. We're gonna have a big, massive cheese and charcuterie spread.
Charcuterie. See, so the whole concept behind this, we should maybe talk a little bit about Big Lake Cabin. We are located here, is it 765?
765 Queen Street East.
Right across from Precious Blood Cathedral. I can see the church. And basically, this is the old, for those of you who are from Sault Ste. Marie, this is the old PUC building. Did you put this front door in, Brennan?
No, actually, that guy did.
But I mean, but that door wasn't here before. This was
not here, no.
Was this like administration offices for the PUC before?
This was an old office that we transformed into a restaurant.
And you knock the door out, you put a patio in, it's all nice railing and stuff and built-in seating. Oh, where'd you get the tables from? Tell me again.
The jail.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Tables came from the jail. I know you've repurposed stuff, which is fantastic.
Absolutely.
Really, this place is crazy busy. Oh, there's your phone. That's okay. Somebody calling for food. What time do you open at?
We are open 8:30 in the morning, Monday to Saturday, and for dinners 4 o'clock to 11, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. So see, this is the cool thing. You do all your own in-house baking. So you come in here and base, right?
Yeah.
So you come in here in the morning. It's like a bakery and coffee shop kind of, yeah?
Yeah, very casual, relaxed vibe. We make everything in-house.
Everything in-house.
Everything in-house, yeah.
Then I've been here for lunch. You do a great lunch menu, homemade soups, your Cubano sandwiches to die for. But you change your menu a lot, right?
We keep it seasonally. We keep it fresh. We're always looking for new ideas, getting creative. Yeah.
Bree and I are staying for lunch after, right?
We are.
Yeah. So do you know what's on the menu? Have you seen the menu for the Nordic night?
I do. So it's going to be a large charcuterie spread with meat and cheese, and then we're also going to have beer and wine.
Where's the beer coming from?
Beer and cheese soup and hot mulled wine.
And the hot mulled wine, and the beer's coming from Outspoken, and the beer and cheese soup. I never heard of this.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
Really?
Oh yeah.
With chunky bread or what?
A lot of bread. Yeah, smooth, creamy, and delicious beer and cheese soup.
Okay, there's your duck. Are we gonna get to try your duck that night? Because I've heard. Are you gonna put some out there? Because I've heard your duck is like one of the most famous things you do.
Yeah, we do a lot here with duck. Utilize the whole animal, so we're gonna have some duck ham definitely available.
Duck ham, and the proceeds are going. Well, of course, the $40 for the ticket goes to cover the food expenses, of course, but half of it goes to Arch.
Yeah, there's going to be a split in half for a donation to Arch Hospice.
That's so great. What time does this all get underway, Bree?
So it's going to start at 6, and anyone who purchased tickets can come anytime, and they can stay until whenever they'd like.
So are you planning on closing it down anytime, or just come at 6 o'clock and stay as long as until the party goes on?
If people are here, we can stay open until 2 a.m. serving alcohol.
Wow, that's amazing. So what day of the week is this? It's the 20...
It's a Thursday, the 28th.
Thursday the 28th. Tickets are available where, Bree?
At Arch and at Big Lake Cabin.
Okay, so up at Arch 4th Line and right here on Queen Street, Big Lake Cabin. $40. How are you accepting payment?
Cash only at the moment.
At this time, cash only. So bring your $40 down, and there's all kinds of bank machines. It's Queen Street. You can always stop by a bank machine, right? What about up at Arch? Cash only?
Cash only.
Okay, no problem. And we know the operating budget, I say this all the time whenever I talk about Arch, the operating budget for Arch is $750,000 annually just to keep the doors open, and they get no funding from anywhere other than raising funds, like fundraisers and the community, right?
Yeah, we are supported by the community for the community.
All right. So for more information, how do we get more? If anybody wants to look at more, there's a poster we can put up. I'll get Michael to get the poster, and we'll put it up during the interview as well. And but for more information, what do you suggest?
They can check out the Facebook page.
Facebook page. What's it called?
Arch Hospice.
Arch Hospice.
Big Lake Cabin.
And Big Lake Cabin.
Big Cabin.
You got your own Facebook page?
We do have our own Facebook page.
What else do you have?
Right now, that's about it.
Okay, that's good enough, though.
And Instagram.
Well, that's more Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram.
All right.
Yeah.
Because, to be honest, I think there's still some people who don't know that you're here.
Quite a few, to believe it or not. But
We need to smarten up.
We're doing all we can right now, but a lot more people are becoming more aware that we are here, and we put our foot down in the community. So
yeah, and space is limited, right? What is it? 75 your max for this night, for the Nordic night?
75 max for the Northern night, but with people revolving through and coming and going,
shouldn't be a problem.
Shouldn't be a problem.
So come, it's a Nordic night, indoor, outdoor. Enjoy the festivities, and I'm telling you, you need to get down here and try Brennan's food. Where did you study? You're a chef. Studied where?
All over.
But what was the one? There's a fancy one.
I did Le Cordon Bleu in Ottawa.
Le Cordon Bleu in Ottawa. No, trust me, you will not be disappointed. So thanks for being here. Let's have lunch now.
Thanks for having me.
I know you have to get back to work. It's one of your. Okay, you go, and we'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim after this. See you in a bit.
This is On TV.
Mios Furniture is pulling out all the stops for their huge Black Friday sale. Now through Saturday, November 30th, you can save up to 40% off mattresses and adjustable bases. 20% off all special orders and don't pay until 2021. Custom sofas starting at just $8.98. Select in-stock dining sets 50% off. And all Palliser and Lazy Boy recliners are 20 to 35% off. This is one Black Friday sale you won't want to miss. And it's only at Mios Furniture Fashions. Service before and after the sale. 261 Trunk Road. Where else?
As a nation, Canada has participated in all of the major world conflicts. In the Sioux area alone, over 10,000 men and women have enlisted in the Canadian Armed Forces. The Veterans Commemorative Monument aims to cement the legacy of the Canadian Armed Forces in stone. It will highlight the bravery, strength, courage, and sacrifice of our servicemen and women. In times of need, they volunteered to serve us. Now it is our time to thank and recognize their sacrifice. You can help honor our men and women of service by donating today to help construct this special one-of-a-kind monument. Visit thosewhoserve.ca to find out how to donate and more.
In your home, lighting is just as important as style.
With PowerView Motorization from Hunter Douglas, you can schedule your shades to light up the room, create privacy, or both, automatically. No hands required.
So your shades will always be in the right place at the right time in style. And it's only from Hunter Douglas.
Last night I was at the grand opening of the new library branch, the North Branch,
gorgeous.
which is on Northern Avenue, right beside Boreal, the French immersion school. Lovely. What a nice evening. The staff from the library should be very proud of themselves. They put together a great event, and also the library is incredible. And I got a little emotional.
Yes, you said that.
You know what? Like
he does have emotion.
Kathy Surratt from Indian Friendship Center spoke beautifully. Gosh, it's nice to hear Ojibwe spoken. What a language.
Beautiful.
Anyway, it was very, very impactful. Then Mrs. O'Pally. She was on the library board for many, many years, and she was the only platinum sponsor, an individual in our community. She said she's not a born and raised resident of the Soo, but she married her husband who's from here, who's lived here, her family's from here. They think the archives and the library are so important. That's her passion, is the archives, because now they have 3,000 square feet in the new branch, and it's all controlled, environmentally controlled, because they were having floods at the James L. McIntyre branch. We're talking about the history of our city, pictures, archives, letters. Anyway, she spoke,
and you can go look at them. There's a room, right?
There's a viewing room.
Yeah.
She didn't intend to speak, but she did, and it was beautiful what she said. Roberta Bondar was represented by Susan Myers. She has one of her photographs up there, Roberta Bondar.
Oh, nice.
That was a beautiful spot. I didn't know that they wanted to take Roberta's archives from her trip to space and put them like in Ottawa, and she said, no, I want them in my hometown of Sault Ste. Marie.
No way. Oh, good for her.
Goosebumps, right?
Right?
Anyway, and then I brought Rufus out because I started my ventriloquism because I took library books out, and my first gigs were at the library. So Rufus and I had a little reunion.
When you were 12.
When I was 12.
Yes. Imagine he's been at this some time now.
I know. So Rufus was surprised at how old I'd gotten over the years.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and he said, I look the same. And I said, yeah, like Cher. But so then who's on Dancing with the Stars last night? But Cher.
Cher. Speaking of.
If it really was Cher.
What do you mean?
Her face didn't move. I couldn't really tell. She's so frozen. Nothing moved. She looks amazing, but it could have been a wax statue with just moving lips. I don't know.
See, you know what? People say, oh, she looks so awesome.
Nothing
like
moves.
Jane Fonda is another one. Oh, she looks phenomenal. She's in her 80s or what. Well, yeah. If you have plastic surgery every second day, of course you look awesome.
Yeah, Cher
or stupid, right?
Even
Courtney Cox,
look like, what
right?
about her?
Courtney Cox, she had some bad injections in her face, and people said to her, "You need to take that out of there."
Did she do it? Did she?
She did. She looked like a goof. And then Renee Zellweger, there's another one. Go easy now.
She got fixed though.
Yeah, she got fixed up. I'd love to do my 11.
That?
Yeah, I'd love to have that done.
Some filler there?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've got some polyfilla.
Awesome.
And a little plunger. Dancing with the Stars, by the way, Hannah Brown, the contestant who was from The Bachelorette, or The Bachelor. She won with Alan Burstyn. That was a great win. So
was it? Yeah.
I enjoyed the show.
Yeah. I don't like her personality.
Hannah Brown?
No,
yeah,
she's
okay. A little awkward?
Just from the show. She's a little,
she came a long way in the dancing, though,
people.
So, okay.
She's a user.
As if I know. So that's trivial news. Luann has real news.
I do. Real
and that's
news.
Coming up. Yeah?
Coming up right after this commercial break.
Okay.
So please stay tuned. We'll be back right after this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Jenna from Women in Crisis. 16 Days of Activism Against Gender-Based Violence is a time to take action to end violence against women and girls around the world. 16 days, 16 women, 16 bouquet of roses. We at Women in Crisis, with the help of Superior Media, want to shine the light on the incredible actions of individuals in this community who are working to end violence against women. The roses being presented are in memory of the 14 women who lost their lives on December 6, 1989, and in honor of all women who have died or endured gender-based violence. Join us today as we present these roses to Shannon Clement. We are here with Shannon at Sault College. Shannon, you've been nominated by a member from our community for your strength, your courage, your work, and passion towards ending violence against women. Specifically, you were nominated because you would help anyone any way that you can. You are caring, supportive, knowledgeable, and you have a kind heart. Also, as a professor at Sault College in the Justice Studies program, you are dedicated to bringing change to future generations.
So much. I don't really know what to say. I guess I'm just I'm really honored and mostly because Women in Crisis does so much for everyone in our community. So it's really great to be nominated, and I'm kind of speechless. Thank you.
Thank you for being a light in this community. Shannon is one of many who are working hard to end gender-based violence. Stay with us over the next few days as we continue to highlight those who are shining the light in this community. How can you help? Visit womenincrisis.ca today. Ending violence against women starts with you.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
When you support the Restore, it helps Habitat for Humanity build affordable housing for families. How does this work? New and gently used goods are donated to the Restore. The sale of these goods generate funds for building homes. For every $1 spent at the Restore, there is a $4 return on investment within our community. For example, Habitat homeowners have better educational outlook, increased employment stability, improved health, and reduction in the use of social services. Every donation and every dollar we receive through the Restore helps build sustainable housing for future homeowners. Everyone needs a foundation to build a future. To find out more and how you can help, drop by the Restore at 32 White Oak Drive or go to habitatsioux.ca.
Snowfall watch for Sault Ste. Marie and St. Joseph Island has been upgraded now to a warning. Significant snowfall is expected tomorrow. Snow, heavy at times, is expected to develop tomorrow morning and then continue into the evening. The snow may also be mixed with rain at times. Total snowfall amounts near 15 centimeters are likely. Rapidly accumulating snow could make travel difficult over some locations. Meanwhile, a winter storm warning is still in effect for Agawam, Lake Superior Park, Searchmont, Montreal River Harbor, and Batchewana Bay. Snow there, heavy at times, is expected to develop in the morning and continue into the evening as well. Northeasterly winds gusting to 70 kilometers an hour will also produce blowing snow. Total snowfall amounts of 15 to 25 centimeters are likely by tomorrow evening. Teachers in Ontario's public elementary and high schools won't be performing some administrative work starting today, and it's all part of a Work to Rule campaign. They say months of contract talks with the government have produced little progress. The tasks the teachers will stop performing include putting comments on report cards, attending certain meetings, and participating in standardized testing. Ontario Secondary School Teachers Federation President Harvey Bischoff says nothing will affect the quality of the students' learning environment. The union has talks scheduled with the province tomorrow and Thursday, and Bischoff says escalating the strike after that point is possible. Education Minister Stephen Lecce said the government has been reasonable in contract talks, scaling back increases to class sizes and mandatory e-learning requirements. The government announced in the spring that they were increasing average high school class sizes from 22 to 28 over 4 years and requiring 4 online credits to graduate. In recent weeks, though, it has offered a class size increase to 25 instead and dropped the e-learning requirement to 2 courses. Canadian farmers and producers are descending on Ottawa to press the case for urgent action to end the Canadian National Railway strike, now entering its second week. This afternoon, grain growers will hold a press conference in the national capital to outline how the shutdown is impacting their industry, which is already struggling with a tough harvest. Grain Growers of Canada said in a statement that the disruption, coupled with a universally disastrous harvest, could have impact from which some farmers never recover. Tomorrow, members of the Canadian Federation of Agriculture are expected on Parliament Hill to do the same. About 3,200 CN workers who've been without a contract since July 23rd walked off the job last Tuesday over concerns about long hours, fatigue, and dangerous working conditions. CN estimates the company is now operating at 10% normal service along its 22,000-kilometer Canadian network. The impact of the work stoppage is beginning to be felt across the agriculture industry. Yesterday, fertilizer company Nutrien announced a 2-week shutdown of its largest potash mine east of Regina because of the strike.
I'd like to congratulate Deputy Prime Minister Freeland on her recent appointment, partly as my counterpart for intergovernmental relations, but we're very pleased that Christia is originally an Alberta girl, and she represents Toronto now, but she understands the whole country, and I know you grew up in a farm family, Northern Alberta.
Alberta Premier Jason Kenney met in his legislature office yesterday with Chrystia Freeland, the new federal deputy prime minister. Both said they hope to find common ground to help grow the federal economy. The federal Liberals were shut out in Alberta in the federal election, and Kenney is now exploring ways for Alberta to better control its own destiny through measures such as pulling out of the Canada Pension Plan.
We're looking forward to having a productive conversation today about how we can find common ground. When I first spoke to Prime Minister Trudeau the day after our election in April, I indicated our desire to find common ground, to be partners in prosperity. And as the Prime Minister noted on election night, he wants to be there for Alberta and Saskatchewan, recognizing there are some real tensions in the Federation, some deep challenges in our economy, and Albertans are looking for a fair deal, and I certainly hope we can get down to some positive conversations about how to do that.
Very much like the Premier, I am here to look for common ground. The Premier is right that there are challenges in the relationship. Certainly our government heard from Alberta a strong message in the election, and that means we have to listen really hard, and that's what I'm here today to do.
Last year we've been celebrating our 65th anniversary, dating back to services originating in our community in 1954, which is quite some time ago. It's been a great opportunity this past year to recognize the pioneers, the stakeholders that worked tirelessly to create what we are today. I'm grateful for everything that the families 65 years ago and the people that assembled the organization have done in order for us to achieve the success that we're experiencing 65 years later.
In your home, lighting is just as important as style.
With PowerView Motorization from Hunter Douglas, you can schedule your shades to light up the room, create privacy, or both, automatically. No hands required.
So your shades will always be in the right place at the right time in style. And it's only from Hunter Douglas.
Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
I'm thinking this morning Johnny Depp has got to be so relieved because he just settled with lawyers that he owed $350,000 to. He owed them that much money. Well, he settled with them. So he's relieved, except for the fact that he owes $50 million to his ex-wife in a lawsuit because he's, how does it go? She sued him for $50 million saying that he was abusive, and he flipped it and said she was abusive. And he also is being sued by a location manager on the film City of Lies because the guy came up to him and said, we're going to have to get you to work late tonight, and he punched him in the lower ribs on the left side. The guy wasn't happy. So he's suing him too. Johnny, how much money do you need to spend before you realize, yeah, I gotta stop because apparently I'm in debt?
And not only that, he has anger issues.
Apparently.
I mean, remember that time when you said we had to stay in and do intros for the weekend show and I punched you in the back of the head?
Uh-huh.
You didn't sue me.
No. I just, because I know you don't have any money. What am I gonna get out of you?
I'll give you Keith.
Okay, I'm in.
I won the bet.
You did?
The snow melted.
He's picking up poop.
He told me to talk about it. He told me, he said, don't talk about that
You're
on TV.
so red right now.
Oh,
you are so going to be in trouble.
We had a bet that if the snow melted before December, the person, I said if the snow melted before December, then I wouldn't have to pick up the dog stuff in the spring. And the snow did melt, and so now
But see, I think you should have qualified it. When you say the snow melts, like, do you mean that it's gone everywhere? Because it never really left everywhere.
Okay, so I was I was driving to work today, and there's a pile of snow in a parking lot somewhere, like Northern Avenue. Oh, you know, like the ADSB plant building, which I always thought was where they kept the plants that they grow in the schools.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding. That's what I thought the plant building was. I didn't realize.
So good, you're cute.
Anyway, yeah, good thing I'm pretty. So there's a pile of snow in the driveway. I thought, I hope Keith doesn't see that, because then probably I'll...
Keith, I think you need to renegotiate, man. I'm telling you.
Anyway.
There was still snow in my backyard, and he says it was all gone.
Did you have a story to tell me and leave Keith out of this?
I do. Hoda Kotb, so cute.
Wait, what did you say?
Hoda Kotb is her name. She does the Today Show, the Late Today Show.
Hoda
I forget what it's
Kotb.
called. She co-hosts with President Bush's daughter.
Jenna.
No, not Jenna. The other one. Anyway, So she says, I've got news. She's sitting at the table just prior to her hour, and they're all there, all the co-hosts are there, and she says, I've got such good news. I have some gossip. And they're like, oh, what's going on? Somebody on our staff got engaged. And they were like, who? She said, well, I've been sworn to see Christine. I don't want to blow it, but I'll give you her initials. Hoda Kotb, she says. She was engaged, and she said, I know nothing about rings. You want to see this ring. She says it looks like a stop sign. It's a big square diamond with a blue outline around it. It's absolutely gorgeous. So she's just thrilled. They've been living together for 3 years. They have 2 little girls.
You think that I just because I thought a plant building was to grow plants in, a stop sign has more than 4 sides. Even I know that.
Well, she said it. I didn't say it. I'm telling you what she said.
I'm just saying. She's the president's daughter, and she should be smarter than me, and she's not.
Yeah.
Which bush is she? Not Jenna. Do they all? Are they all Jewish bushes? Jenna and
Joe. Joseph Pfeffer. That's her name, Joseph Pfeffer.
Listen, coming up next, I'm in the mood for Christmas. So Josh Fillen is here, a volunteer from Clean North, to talk about keeping Christmas green this year. Green, so I don't have to pick up poo. Okay, we'll be back with Josh.
That's a plant.
That's a plant. Stop it.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Have a green Christmas with Fillion. We'll save the planet. Thank you a million.
Nice.
Josh Fillion is here from Clean North. Thank you. A little green Christmas song for Josh.
Yes.
Abby can't be here today.
Yes, shout out to Abby. I hope you're feeling better.
Me too, Abby. We miss you. But Josh has a lot of great ideas for us this Christmas on how we can help save the planet.
Right around the corner.
1 tree at a time. Let's start with trees.
With trees, you always want to buy real trees.
See?
And if you do buy real trees, buy local.
Now, and if you want to buy local, we have a list of where you can buy those local trees. Go.
There is Marshall Tree Farm.
Yes.
Yes. And there's kind of trees like blue spruce, balsam, and more.
You know all about trees because you're studying
fish and wildlife
at
Sioux College.
And you have an exam today in?
Coniferous trees.
He has to write a test on conifers.
I have to ID
He has to tell you what kind of trees they are. So
Yes.
what kind of trees make the best Christmas trees?
Just really depends on your style. I mean, balsam fir is good.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything
That's
really,
good
yeah.
for me. What
Any
about a
coniferous tree.
what about a blue spruce?
Blue spruce, they're very nice, but don't tap them because they're very sharp. They hurt. That's
that?
one of the IDs. If you tap them and it's pointy and hurts.
Don't you also think that when you shop for a Christmas tree, that's half the fun, is taking your family and going and walking
Finding
through
the tree.
Finding the tree.
And we make it into mulch. But we'll talk about that next time.
Yeah, they're going to come back in January and talk about that. Okay, so there you go. Now, see, and a lot of people might say, oh, but I thought it was bad to kill trees. No, they're grown. They're grown to be, and then they're reused after, as opposed to that plastic crap, which you throw it into a pit when you're done with it.
And it's microplastics.
Microplastics are the worst.
Yes, they
like
are terrible.
tinsel. Let's talk about that.
Tinsel. I mean, we have a lot of tinsel here.
It said, no, Trina, you're in trouble. Trina decorated tinsel everywhere in this place. We don't see it. No. See? It's everywhere. When you walk in the building, there's tinsel.
We're going to be eating that one day.
It gets everywhere, right, Josh?
Microplastics, yeah.
Where's the thing about avoid plastic, especially glitter and single-use plastics. Glitter is a disaster. It says it right here.
Yep.
It's made up of little bits of plastic that'll end up in our lakes and streams.
And then in our bodies.
And no one wants to have that stuff floating around your blood system.
Nope.
Okay, so we're getting trees. We're not using tinsel. I was saying, what if I like sparkly things? What can I use instead? And basically we said tinfoil.
Yeah, tinfoil.
Because it's recyclable.
Yeah.
Aluminum foil.
Anything.
Okay.
Anything that's recyclable.
Make your own tinsel out of tinfoil.
Yeah.
Get busy.
Speaking of making your own, you can make your own anything. You can make your own mason cookie jar. You can make your own little box cutout. I remember one Christmas, my granny.
For presents?
Presents, yeah.
Your granny did what?
She made a box snowman out of a couple boxes.
See?
And it was awesome.
Cardboard.
And for my graduation, you know what she made me?
I have no idea.
She made a necklace out of $5 bills. And I had a little graduation little thing on the end there.
Do you still have that?
I pulled it apart, but I do have a picture of it. But it was amazing.
No, you know what? And that's also having fun creating gifts.
Yeah.
Okay, there's another idea too. So make gifts. There's a website obviously has thousands of ideas on how to make homemade gifts.
Pinterest is a big one.
Pinterest, absolutely, for crafting and stuff. Yep. Go to craft stores. They have all kinds of ideas. Fabricland, Michaels, whatever. Tons of ideas. Or just use stuff in your house. Or when you're shopping, this is a great idea. Make a pact with your family to at least spend part of your Christmas shopping at
thrift stores.
Thrift stores.
And you know what? You can find good stuff at thrift stores. It's not like there's not bad stuff there. You can find some pretty good stuff at cheap prices.
So Value Village, who's going to know whether you bought something at Value Village when you wrap it up? And you know, and by the way, there's no shame in shopping at Value Village. It's great quality stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Thrift stores like Value Village, St. Vincent's Place. Think about it too. You're helping like the Kidney Foundation. You're helping the guys down at St. Vincent's Place. Also, there's some great places like Minerva on Queen Street that if you like vintage stuff, there's some other antique shops. Those make great presents.
Great.
And
it's quality stuff. It's not cheap stuff. It's not like you're going to the dollar store and it's going to last you 1 year.
If you're going to buy new, buy quality. Spend the money and it's going to last and it's not going to end up in the landfill. Buy local.
Buy local.
Purchase local gifts from artisans, farmers markets, holiday bazaars, and there's a ton of them going on every weekend. Go to SiouxOnline.com to Community Calendar and you will see all of the holiday bazaars going on.
Nice.
Okay.
And you know what the best gift is?
What?
Memories. The best gift is memories.
Josh.
And you know how you give that? You just go out and you make the memories.
Decorating, baking, wrapping, crafting, sledding, skiing, playing games.
We all know grandparents. That's the one thing they want the most is time with you. So you go out, you have a dinner with them, you take them out, you show them a good time, and those will last forever. You can't.
This is why I love
you can't throw those away.
It's just so great to have on the show. Okay, focus on experiences other than things. Excellent. Yeah. The other thing, Josh, is wrapping paper.
Wrapping paper.
Don't do it.
You can just use bags. Just reuse bags. I mean,
brown paper bags.
Yeah.
And draw on them.
And you can reuse them every single year.
You know what my sister Mary Lynn does? Mary Lynn, if you give her Mary Lynn a present wrapped in paper, she will take off the tape and she will fold that paper up and she will take it home. I'm not kidding you. She's serious. Take it home and she will reuse that for wrapping gifts. If somebody gives her a gift-wrapped gift, she will save the wrapping paper. So you might get a Christmas gift from Mary Lynn that says "Happy Birthday" on it. She doesn't care.
Well,
She's
maybe
saving-
it is your birthday on Christmas. Then you get
like the baby Jesus.
Yeah, double.
Okay, what else? There's another one. So wrapping paper, avoid plastics. Plan holiday meals carefully to avoid waste.
Yes.
Tell people why you don't want to throw food into the landfill.
CO2, and it actually builds
Gases.
methane. So I just watched a documentary on this not too long ago in Global Citizen class, but you know how long it takes for a head of lettuce to decompose in the landfill?
No.
Just take a guess.
2 years.
Think 2 years?
Yeah.
25 years. A head of lettuce. It takes 25 years.
I have a
for it to
pig down the street
decompose.
that'll eat it in a couple of minutes.
It's unbelievable.
I truly do have a pig that lives up the street from me, and we give it our scraps.
Yeah. And you just
Hi, Molly.
can't be throwing food out like that. Food waste is terrible.
Food waste is terrible, so just don't cook more than you can eat, people.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
Eat leftovers.
Eat leftovers. The other thing that we can do is
donate to charity.
Donate to charity.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are in need for this holiday, and it's always a gift for giving to people.
Yeah.
And so just any charity, you spend your time, volunteer, you donate, just make the holidays good.
You know, my mother used to always go down to the Christmas Cheer Depot. She volunteered down there, and they would do things like dress dolls and stuff, and clean up things, and because the toys are, rather than throwing toys out, they're being repurposed, reused for kids, and they just make them look all nice again. So you could donate if you like toys, you could donate some time to go down to Christmas Cheer and fix up some toys that'll, and also new toys too. I've got actually my mother passed, and she at the end. She had Alzheimer's, and she loved little stuffed animals. She would put them everywhere. She'd decorate her bed with them.
That's awesome.
So we have a whole bunch of little stuffed animals. So some of them I'm going to take to the Humane Society for the puppies, and then other ones that I don't want the dogs to get little plastic eyes and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm going to donate to bring to Christmas Cheer. So
That's a
there
good
you
call.
go. That's another
That's
thing
a
you can
good
do at
call.
Christmas time. Go around and find some stuff to donate.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh, isn't he the best? You make me proud of youth.
Thanks, Tim.
You're welcome.
It's always
luck.
good.
Good luck.
By the way, nice mustache. I really.
Yours is.
Yeah.
You're like 18 years old, and your mustache is bigger than mine.
No. You got the good one.
I'm not going to see you before Christmas.
No.
Have a happy holiday.
Thank you. You too.
Great. Good luck with your exam today.
Have fun in Cuba.
Yeah. Thank you. And we'll be back to say goodbye with Luann right after this. Hey, you know who I saw at the library last night?
Who?
Nathan and Daniel from KC Security.
Oh,
I also saw
awesome.
them downtown on Queen Street for Midnight Madness.
They are everywhere.
And we want to thank Nathan and Daniel and all the folks from KC Security. And they sponsor our show. They have been now for months, and we are so appreciative. And thanks
We
for all
really
you
are.
do in the community. It's always great to see you guys out and about, keeping us safe.
Makes me feel safe and secure.
That's what
Hence
they do.
KC Security.
Yes.
See how I related that, huh?
KC Security.
Have an awesome rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow.